made any intervention because I wanted to make a saving. Mr. President, you are aware that there has been a lot of campaign against Uganda. Allow me to address Uganda's House to two critical issues of importance to this country. First of all, I would like to bring to the attention of the committee the horrendous massacre that took place in my country on Friday night last week on the 16th of June. The horrific attack by suspected ADF terrorists, a branch of ISIS, took place in the border town of Mpondwe in Kasese district in the western Uganda, bordering the DRC Congo, killing 42 innocent students of a secondary school. Uganda calls upon the world community and OACP EU Assembly to condemn this atrocious act and killing innocent civilians by terrorists. The second issue, Mr. President, I would like to address this committee on is on the issue of homosexuality bill that was passed in April by the Parliament of Uganda, and I sent it to by His Excellency the President in May this year. The passing of this bill has caused a lot of excitement across the world. Mr. President, sir, the law against homosexuality was first introduced in Uganda's status books by the British colonial government to protect unsuspecting Ugandan youth from being initiated into the act by foreigners. Mr. President, sir, and honorable members, the fact of the matter is that the new law was conceived to criminalize the promotion of and commercialization of homosexuality, mainly targeting innocent children in schools and vulnerable persons in our society, including physically disabled and mentally impaired persons. The practice had become rampant with reported promises for scholarship for children who adopted the practice. Several cases of children with injuries in their anuses and infected with HIV as a result were reported across the country. Other targets were the unemployed youth with promises for jobs and visas among other initiatives. This necessitated the enactment of this law to protect these vulnerable persons in our society. No country will condemn pedophiles in its country. No country will condemn the advantage that people are taking upon our vulnerable children. Mr. President, sir, the law criminalizes only violent homosexual acts and activity among especially children and vulnerable persons. The law provides for rehabilitation of all those who have been declared homosexual but are willing to come out of it willingly. We want to emphasize here that the law does not target those who are born homosexual, but those who have been initiated into the act as explained above. Parliament of Uganda, during the consultation with experts on this matter, have established the following. First, that homosexuality is not genetically determined. No scientist has proved this. Second, it is a form of mental state, it has been confirmed, and it needs rehabilitation for the victims. Third, it has never been a way of life in our society in Uganda and strange to our culture and tradition. Fourth, it is against the teaching of religion and our practices, and you all know all leaders in Uganda from the president to the lowest level have to swear by the Bible and the Quran before they take any office. Mr. President, it is a practice in Uganda now targeting vulnerable children and the disabled. After the enactment of this act, there have been a lot of misinformation about law that Parliament of Uganda has passed. We would wish to clarify, therefore, that this law does not criminalize persons who simply dress or appear to look like homosexuals. In addition, the law imposes the death penalty for aggravated offenses. I want to repeat, aggravated sexual offenses for both homosexual and heterosexuals, not for homosexual only.